Good morning. My name is Bob. Um, I usually go on my rants from time to time. Well, today's one of those days. I don't know if you watched Governor Whitmer's budget proposal last night, but the piece that's getting all the news coverage is her proposed 45 cents per gallon gas tax to pay for the roads. Now, um, I can't imagine that anybody is for raising gas prices by 45 cents a gallon. But let's talk about the ramifications for a minute. If we raise gas by 45 cents a gallon, we will create an unfavorable environment for business. Why? The cost of doing business will go up. Um, the cost of transporting goods and services from anyone to anyone, whether it's Amazon to your door, or you driving to Walmart, or bread from the bakery to the grocery store, cost goes up by 45 cents a gallon. That means businesses, if they're smart, are going to go south of the border to Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, or maybe Wisconsin, or pretty much anywhere else. Why? 45 cents a gallon adds up quick. So, accordingly, if we're going to have the 45 cent a gallon tax on gas, everyone, everyone in the state of Michigan who drives a motor vehicle is going to get penalized. We're going to create an unfavorable environment for individuals and business, and we're going to drive the Michigan economy right back into the toilet that Granholm left it in. I wonder if that's what you really want to do. So, my advice is get a hold of your senator, get a hold of your representative at the state level, and demand that they vote against this gas tax. Now, I think we all agree the roads do need to be fixed, and we all know that fixing the roads costs money. Well, I have an idea, and this one's going to light everybody up, but it's an idea. What if we capped state level entitlements to 2 years? So a person can only be on, say, welfare and food stamps for 2 years in their lifetime. Those programs were developed as a leg up, not a lifestyle. This multi generational life on the public dime is destroying our economy. You can't tell me that these people just can't find work when we have the lowest unemployment rates below 4% in decades. There are jobs out there. They just have to want to go get them. Now, they could break up that 2 years any way they want to, 6 months here, 6 months there, life happens to all of us. But at the end of the day, when they've used up their 2 years of entitlement, they're done. You're on your own. I think it's pretty fair. And if we could get rid of just the multi generationals on the public coffer, think of how much money the government would save, and it could redirect to, say, fixing the infrastructure like the roads. Now, I know somebody's going to post on here, well, what about the person that's legitimately disabled and legitimately can't work because of that disability? Well, I think we could have a waiver program for that and maybe establish a standard where the legitimacy of that disability is properly verified. There are a whole lot of people that claim disability that are no more disabled than I am. Actually, I have a good friend. He's got a disability sticker and he parks in the disability spot. And frankly, to look at him, I can't see it. I'm sorry, I can't see it. He does whatever he wants. He goes bird hunting. Now, if you've ever been bird hunting, you're tromping around in the field with a dog and a shotgun in less than favorable conditions over uneven ground, and you're going to walk anywhere from 2 to 5 miles while bird hunting. I've seen him do it. If he's too disabled to park in the regular parking spots, then he's too disabled, or should be too disabled, to go tromping 2 to 5 miles in a field looking for birds. Those are the kind of people we need to get rid of. Those are the kind of people we need to get off the public teat. social programs are important, and they're important for the people that really need them. The problem is they've become a lifestyle for altogether too many people. And until we address that, we got no business addressing anything else. We're pouring millions and billions of dollars out of our state government, our tax dollars, to subsidize people that don't want to work. Well, we need to stop doing that. I don't know if you would save enough money to pay for the roads or not. I know we'd save enough money to make one hell of a dent in the roads, though. Similarly, why don't we look at some of the other laws? You know, the ridiculous expenditures. And I'm betting an accountant could sit down and look at the budget and say, hey, wait a minute. You don't need to be spending this. You don't need to be spending that. And find every bit, if not more, of the money necessary to pay to fix, quote, the damn roads without destroying the Michigan economy. Until such time that our politicians figure out that they're supposed to be representing our interests, our collective good, and not their own, this problem is going to continue to rear itself. I encourage you to get a hold of whomever you need to get a hold of at the state level to stop this ridiculousness. Similarly, the illustrious governor has proposed a small business tax. So it isn't bad enough that we're going to drive big business out of Michigan. We're also going to drive small business out of business by taxing them into poverty. By the way, small business is what creates the middle class. Small business is quite literally the backbone of the Michigan and the national economy. And until we realize that and stop beating up the guys that are trying to create jobs and are fulfilling our economy, especially at the mid and lower pay grades, we're beating a dead horse. So get a hold of whoever you have to get a hold of in Lansing. Make sure they know that you're against destroying small business and destroying the Michigan economy by overtaxing its businesses and its citizens. You and I both know there's so much abuse in the budget that it sickens even the most stout, iron-stomached individual. How about we fix the problems in government before we fix and tax and drive our economy right back into the toilet? Those are my thoughts. You're welcome to respond by comments below. I may or may not respond to you, depending. But if you feel different than me, feel free. Otherwise, you got to do it. Otherwise, we're going to pay taxes like you've never seen before. 45 cents a gallon. They say that's only going to cost the average citizen about $200 a year. Well, if you got a calculator, do the math. For easy math, that means that person's only going to use about 400 gallons in a year. Well, if you divide that by 12, that's not very many gallons a month. As a matter of fact, damn few people drive that little. Damn few. So take a look at it, see what you think. Send me all your flames. I'm all ears. Until I get pissed off again, my name is Bob. Thanks for watching.